Hello and welcome back. Good to be back. I've had a couple of weeks off in the US of A, but I'm back now, albeit a little jet lagged, and keen to crack on with the Airbox elimination kit. That's where I was going to go. Sort of, yeah, again, this whole headlight and rerouting the electrics has taken another turn. So yeah, I'm going with that. That all arrived whilst I was away, so I picked that up after the airport on yesterday, and I'm just keen to make a bit of a start on it now. So yeah, I'll show you the kit and we'll get cracking.
So here we go from Ram Air. This is basically it. You end up with aluminium powder coated battery and ECU box. That will also hold the starter solenoid there, your fuse box, and it's got a nice little extra touch. This hole and threaded section here is for the Airbox temperature sensor, kind of ambient air temperature sensor, I think, which a lot of the, as far as I know, this is the first one I've seen that's actually incorporated that. The other ones just say tie it up somewhere out of the way. So it's quite nice that that's got an actual place to put that. So that's the box, and then you've got this section here which will bolt onto it as well, and effectively gives you a nice I'm trying to think which way up it is, that way up, so that will be kind of your mud guard protection and whatnot, as well, so you don't get all crap kicked up on the back of the bike, so it offers a little bit of protection. All of that replaces all of this junk here, which is the old Airbox. Yeah, this is what else the kit comes with. So it comes with the Ram Air filters. Now, whilst I was in the States, jump away, you've got basically two pod filters here, the oval pod filters that come with the Ram Air kit, and this is your crankcase breather filter as well here. So basically what that does is where this breather hose here comes out of the crankcase, down there, you'll have a filter on the end of that. That would normally plug into the Airbox there. Obviously that's not there anymore, so we're going to get rid of that and have a filter on the end. Now, me being picky, I knew that was the one that was coming with the Ram Air one. It's a little bit scouring pad. It's not, I know, you know, it's probably very functional and fine, but I'm being a little bit shallow here and going for looks. So while I was in the States, I picked up for not much money at all a little breather filter, uni breather filter, which I think looks a lot nicer. I also, and I think I might have left them in my case upstairs, for shits and giggles, because they were so cheap over there, picked up a couple of the oval red cone filters as well. Just because I think I prefer the looks of them. There is absolutely no real, I don't know what the specs are on how well these things breathe, but I just think those ones look a bit nicer, even though I'm not sure if these are going to be on display yet or covered up with the panels or a different panel, who knows, but we'll see as we go along. The main thing is to get all that in there and get the wiring tidied up, and then we can pop these on afterwards. I may stick with these. I quite like the kind of slightly more industrial look, or I might go for the standard pod filters. We'll decide later. Also in the kit you've got, I mean, various Jubilee clips, pipe work, loads of nuts and bolts, and it comes with the air injection removal kit as well, which obviously I've already done on my bike, so that's just handy spare bits to put in the box. So all in all, I think I got it for about 130 quid delivered, which is kind of a lot of money for some folded bits of aluminium and that, but you know, it's the way things go. You get all the filters with it. This one's quite nice because it's, as I said, got the ambient temperature sensor bit on it. All the doobry what's it's just fun. I like fiddling with the bike, so that's what I've done it. So yeah, we'll see how the install goes. So over to the bike, I guess. So obviously I've skipped, if this was going to be like a kind of, not a how-to, but join me as I do it, I've obviously skipped the part where I've removed the Airbox because I've already done that. If you are doing this yourself, you probably can excuse me, you probably can wrestle it out with everything in situ, but it's a pain in the arse. I had to take the wheel out anyway to put the new tyre on, or if you don't want to take the whole wheel off, jack the bike up as high as you can and undo the shocks. By dropping the swing arm down a bit, you will make your life loads easier wiggling it out. There's not a lot, it's 4 bolts holding that in once you've just unclipped any electrical bits and bobs, and then obviously the 2 Jubilee clips where the airbox fits over the throttle bodies. Very easy, just a little bit of a wiggle to get out, but there we go. So I'm gonna, obviously everything's buttoned back up on here because I didn't think I was going to be doing this, but I'll see if I can get it all in with it all in situ, and then look at how we can tidy up all the wiring and make it as neat and as unobtrusive as possible. Right, so getting ready to put it in. I'm just going to give myself a lot more space, so what I've done is jack the bike up and take the rear shocks off, so I've got a lot of working room underneath there rather than faffing around. First thing I've done I'm just doing a few tentative test fits just to kind of work things out. And I'm going with, I've just done my first mod to the battery box, so I've just simply drilled a hole and mounted the rectifier there, so there's plenty of room for it. So that's works on a couple of counts. It hides the rectifier away, making it look a bit cleaner, and also means that I can probably, because it's going to be about there, lose an awful lot of this and not have that running up underneath there as well. So that's a bonus. So yeah, I'm just going to do a couple of test fits, work out the routing of the wires, because the fuse box sits on this side rather than that side now, and just work a few bits and bobs out. But rock and roll. Okay then, so we're kind of almost there. Kind of unwrapped and rewrapped some of the wiring again. It's just that's just it with the filter on, but I'll take it off because I don't know if I'm going to be using these ones yet. But I don't know if you can be able to see in there. I'll get this out again in a minute, but I've cut down the bracket for the rectifier and given the rectifier a coat of paint as well, just so it looks nice. It got a bit of stone debris. I'm not. Actually, I wonder if I put the light on, if that's going to help. Oh, it's a little bit better with the light on. So it's kind of there. I'm not entirely happy with this bit of wrapping here. That's quite a chunk there, and this will be the rectifier wiring, which is there now. And I've just poked that up through here because this is more than enough room for the battery and the ECU. So I could run some of that from there. In fact, there's a bit of mist anyway there. That's not nice. So I've got a horrible feeling I think I'm going to unwrap this bit, which is a pain because I've wrapped and unwrapped and tried to move this around quite a few times. But that's kind of what it looks like. It's very clean and neat at the back. Yeah, there we go. So it is, I think, just a case of yeah, routing and rerouting. Yeah, I'll keep fiddling around with it for a bit more, but it's really nothing you really want to film, because it's just monotonous and boring. I've been out here for hours doing it.
So we'll wrap up the this video, mainly just to hello back again, and just to show you some of the bits that are coming in. I've still got probably a couple of hours worth of just tickling this bloody wire and loom around. Not even got into the bit with the headlight yet, but yeah, just that back bit. I want to make it as clean as possible and neat, so if I should decide to run without side covers or cut down side covers, you just haven't got to see it. You haven't got this big bunch of wiring in there. I want to make it as smooth and neat as possible. So almost there. But thanks for watching. Good to be back. See you very soon for the next instalment.